last few weeks, I've been really enjoying to draw landscapes, and it has become a really nice small project to draw landscapes in a series. If you've been following me on Instagram, you have probably seen that I've been only posting landscape illustrations recently. And that's because I have been really loving to draw them. And so I thought that I would actually make these illustrations as the calendar for the next year. So a little background story on why and how I got the idea of making it is that about a few weeks ago, I drew one landscape illustration and I absolutely enjoyed drawing it, that I actually shared the process of drawing the second landscape illustration as a draw with me video on this channel. Then I kind of got carried away with it and drew like 3 of these landscapes, and then 6, and then 9, and then I thought that it would be lovely to make into a total of 12 illustrations to make into a calendar. I've been challenging myself to draw almost every day and plan this calendar production, and it's been a fun process. So I thought I could share the process with you guys here. So this is my last illustration that I have for this calendar. All of these illustrations have these similar borders around and kind of the same elements so that they are all coherent and belong in the same theme. I've just put all the pictures in one canvas to see if they are coherent and also to decide which illustration would go in which month. So basically this is from January up to December, January, February, March, April, May, and so on. And I tried to put the illustrations to the months that would make sense. So for example, here I have all those brown, well, all of them are kind of brown, but they are a bit more like autumnal like, so they are gonna be the autumn months, and like the brighter ones for more summer months. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it now, so I'm going to try printing it and see how the colors are, and afterwards I can get started with designing the actual calendar. At first, I wanted to make sure that the colors are right when they are printed. It's a home production, and so I will only make a few sets as a Christmas gift. But nevertheless, I want to make sure that it comes out as I like, as how I see on the screen. So I'm going to spend some time messing around with it and make sure that the colors are on point. I'm printing it on my Canon matte paper. I noticed that it tends to soak up more ink, and thus the colors are a little darker. Since my illustrations are in this ongoing theme of warm, kind of dark tones, I'm going to adjust the colors a little brighter, and hopefully that will do the justice. My goodness, I'm printing out so much. This is the first try, second try, third try. The third one I just printed with, well, from the PDF file, and I think that's the best result so far. I'm pretty happy with the colors now. I think I put some of the adjustments too much, like it's too bright here in these ones that you can't really see the cloud. So I'm gonna, tone it a little better and print it again. And I think I'm pretty much set to go.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
So I've just done 3 months of the year, the first 3 months, and I'm pretty happy with how it's positioned and everything. I've set the paper size, well, the canvas size as A3 in case I print it out later in a bigger paper. I'm gonna print it now in a A4 paper and see how that looks like. Before that, I'm just gonna put the cutting line or cutting mark. I don't know how that's called, but yeah, then that's gonna be easier for me to cut later. You guys have given me a really useful tip on how to improve the printing colors, so thank you so much. You know who you are. I applied the tips actually, and I'm so glad because I feel like it really improved the end result. So for example, I exported illustrations as the PDF file to my computer and printed from there. And there I could definitely see that the image is much better and the colors are more closer to my illustrations as I see on my iPad. By the way, I've been trying to figure out about the printing settings when I print them from the PDF file. Like here, you can choose what kind of paper you're printing from, and of course, I chose the matte paper because that is exactly what I'm using. But the color is so off, I really don't get it. Then I printed with a given setting without selecting any special paper setting, and this time it was much better and closer to the real painting in the Procreate. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the next day, and look at this. Check this out. So yesterday in the evening, I spent a few hours finishing to design all those calendar months. It was quite easy because I already did the 3 in the beginning, and I just used the same template and just changed the colors and the pictures and the dates. And here, I mean, this is the German edition, so it has also those markings of the public holidays here and there. Okay, this month has 3 holidays. That's good. That's a good month. Yeah, so I'm so happy with it. It looks much better than I thought, really. And here I've also made the straps for the calendar so that I can package it something like this. Then it looks more put together and neat. And now I'm going to make more of these, get into production, get into the factory mode. This cutting tool is not the best one, to be honest, and it's really hard to be precise with it. It's hard to know exactly where it's cutting, so in the beginning I would cut off a lot of the inked parts, but now with the repetition I'm starting to get the hang of it. And I'm cutting it in the same sizes, even though there's like still 1 or 2 millimeters of the difference. But still, because it's the kind of the cutter that works only by dragging the blade at the end of the cutting, it sometimes doesn't cut the ends properly. But well, these are very small details and no one would really see it or care about it. But you know, I care. I would really like to make it perfect, but I know that it's not really possible and I should just let it go. And that's what I'll do.
Here we are, a cold December night, snowflakes fall, wonder that time when everybody smiles, eyes are shining bright. I still remember how I used to feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical time of the year.
Even though it's just a fun project, it's also something that I want to ensure that it comes out in a good quality and, make something that I can be proud of, as I'm making everything from the scratch by myself. It's a really interesting and fun experience to see, especially the end result. And so far, I'm very happy with how it came out and what I've got, and I'm excited to give it as the Christmas presents. And also, I want to say thank you for being interested in my small personal project. I appreciate it. And hopefully this was somewhat inspirational and inspiring to you to start something, to make something that you've always wanted to make or try out. So if you have some kind of project that you're working on, then please let me know. It's always interesting to see what the others are doing and be inspired.